just go with mine. School district. There. The school district has a different than might have in your needs are. Already have one, but they didn't have to explain so it's out there. So I do have it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I see it's on.
Okay.
You want the honest answer?
We are gonna be done early today, just saying.
What's up?
So you are gonna have time today.
I might, yeah, I might actually sneak it in.
We're ready, Sue. No, the mic is not. Only Lucy.
Okay, so Ms. Camaro, we're ready to start?
Yes.
Okay. At this time, I will call the October 7th, 2025 meeting to order. Oh, wow, that felt good. Okay. Commissioner Anderson, can you please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Ms. Camaro, would you call roll call?
Commissioner Covell? Here. Commissioner Anderson?
Here.
Chair Warner is absent, and Commissioner Lopez is also absent. And we have Acting Chair Furtick.
Here. Okay, at this time, we have public forum. This is an opportunity for the public to address the commission on items of interest to the public that are not listed on the agenda. Because of restrictions imposed by the Brown Act, the commission may not engage in a discussion nor take any action on the matters not described on the agenda. Please observe the time limit of 4 minutes. As I see no one in the audience, I don't see any public comment, and there was no public comment submitted on this agenda. So seeing none, I will close the public comment and move on to agenda item 4.1, which is approval of the minutes. And because I was absent from the meeting of those minutes, we do not have a quorum. So we will need to move this item to another meeting. Okay, now we are on agenda item number 5, public hearings. Note that the first 2 items on the agenda are continued to another date. So at this time, I'll open public hearings and ask Director DeRosa for a staff report.
Thank you, Chair Furtick, and welcome commissioners this afternoon. We have our senior planner, Jackie O'Neill, who has a short slide deck to present the project to you this afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you, Director DeRosa.
Can we turn that screen slightly toward us? Thank you.
All right, thank you, commissioners, and thank you, Acting Chair Furtick. So this evening we have a project for a major sign permit for the Bank of America walk-up ATM located at 1050 Adams Street. It is for an illuminated wall sign. The applicant is requesting Planning Commission approval of the major sign permit to add internal illumination to an existing pan channel letter wall sign on the southeast building elevation facing Railroad Avenue at address 1050 Adams. As noted in the staff report, staff did identify an inconsistency within the sign code, specifically as it relates to illumination of pan channel letter signs. We did engage the city attorney regarding this matter, and he advised us to continue processing the request as though this was an allowed sign type pending correction of the code language, which will be addressed at a later date. So as I mentioned, this is 1050 Adams Street. Although it's addressed Adams, the primary elevation is facing Railroad Avenue. This big red arrow is pointing at the approximate location, and I've also put a not to scale red rectangle on the elevation of the building where the sign is currently located. So this is an existing sign. This was approved via a minor sign permit. So this received an administrative approval in May of this year. The administrative approval approved a non-illuminated sign. So this is already mounted on the wall there above the existing ATM. However, it's currently non-illuminated. I do want to point out that there was an error in the staff report. It has been republished. An earlier version of the staff report had the incorrect sign area listed as approximately 5 square feet. The sign is 10.5 square feet in area. That did not create any changes to the consistency analysis. So the proposal this evening is to add steady, stationary internal illumination to the existing sign. This would be built-in white LED lighting to shine through the white acrylic faces. The acrylic faces are overlaid with red and blue vinyl in the signature corporate style for the Bank of America sign. And this would be illuminated in the evening hours from dusk until dawn. So this is a table with the consistency analysis. This is the same analysis that is in the narrative of the staff report. The maximum sign height is allowed as 20 feet. The proposal is 13 feet, so this is consistent. And the primary frontage allows for 1 square foot per linear foot of business frontage, not to exceed 40 square foot. The applicant is proposing 10.5 square foot on a 20-foot 4-inch frontage, so this is consistent. The maximum sign area is the same, 1 square foot per linear foot of business frontage, not to exceed 40. The proposed is consistent. There's an allowance for unlimited number of wall signs in the central business district. This is just proposing the one. The sign width is also consistent with the maximum 15% of the building facade, which is different than the business frontage. This is looking at the entirety of the building facade. So the proposal is 7% of the overall building facade. As far as the internally illuminated sign goes, the city attorney's guidance does allow us to process this application as being compliant, and the letters would be illuminated with a steady stationary white LED. So staff has found that this is consistent with the code regulations. So with that, based on the findings that are listed in the staff report in this presentation this evening, staff's recommendation is to determine that the project is exempt from CEQA pursuant to Section 15311, Class 11A of the CEQA guidelines, and approve the major sign permit for 1050 Adams Street, allowing the installation of one internally illuminated pan-channel letter wall sign as described in the report. I'm available if you have any questions. And that concludes my staff report.
Commissioners, do you have any questions of the staff? Okay. As I see no applicant, I'm going to assume there are no questions from the applicant. As I see no public, I'm going to assume the public does not have any questions for us. Okay. Commissioners, would anyone like to make a motion?
I think it looks like a pretty reasonable request, and I would like to make a motion that we approve it.
I second.
Roll call?
Okay. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Anderson,
Yes.
Commissioner Covell,
Yes.
and Acting Chair Furtick.
Yes. Okay. So at this time, we move on to scheduled matters, department reports. Director DeRosa, are there any department reports?
Yeah, I would like to share just a quick update about what's coming up on our next agenda for October 21st. We'll have 2 zoning ordinance amendment items. One is the covered porches item, and the second one is a zoning ordinance amendment for updating our enforcement procedures for STRs. And then also, I think we had asked your availability for December 16th, early afternoon, like maybe, or excuse me, early evening, 4:30 p.m. for a potential special meeting. We had talking about the zoning code, what's working, not working, and bringing that for just a work session. So that's right now what we're tentatively planning. So appreciate those of you that responded. And hopefully everyone's in town. It's getting close to the holiday, but not quite holiday week. So,
Can you tell me what STR stands for?
oh yes, sorry, that's a short-term rental.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, so those are my updates for this evening. Thank you.
Great, thank you. I can see that I'm available on December 16th. We might as well get back to you now if great, terrific, great.
Do we know when Hector will be back? Is that a question that I can ask? I'm just curious.
I can respond to that.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's on medical leave right now. I understand he's supposed to not return to work until the end of November, beginning December. So hopefully the first meeting in December he'll be back in attendance with us.
Super. Okay. Any other questions of staff? No? Great. This might be the shortest meeting of the year. And thank you to our audience. And then the meeting is adjourned.